What's up, everybody? Eric here for Biz Talk, the show, and Procurement Con brand. And I am here, and I looked at the card, I am here with Gary Musich of Visit Atlantic City, which we're really excited to be sitting here talking with you because I don't think people know or understand what Visit Atlantic City is and what you guys do. So I want to give you guys a platform because you are huge small business advocates.
We are. So Visit Atlantic City is a economic development organization that drives economic impact to the region through segments of the tourism community, which is meetings, trade shows, conferences, and events. We drove $300 million into the destination and region on an annual basis. That was last year in 2023. It's about average. And driving $300 million to a destination touches probably every business segment that you have in a community.
Yeah. So everybody's able to benefit from your guys' hard work and effort. And I find that, you guys are a private organization, right?
Yes, we are. We're a private organization funded through government process, through taxation. Through taxes that are generated through tourism in Atlantic City. And we are a private company under contract to provide that business development.
So basically, but you're putting all those taxes back into the community.
Correct.
That's what's happening. Right. So it's not, where did my taxes go? Here's where your taxes went.
Right.
And it's going right back into the community.
Right. So for every, and we take that tax dollars and we say, okay, how much was generated from taxation. So for every dollar that we spent to promote the destination to those segments of business we touch, $37 was returned in economic value to the destination. So that touches big business, small business, every possible business that is in not just Atlantic City but the region. I would say that's a pretty good investment.
Yeah, and when we talk about the region, you're talking about this is touching Pleasantville and Northfield and all these surrounding areas. It's not just here. So everybody is by attrition at least.
Yeah. And we try to stay as local as possible. Whether it's simple as Heyday Coffee, to the Jitney Association providing mass movements of transportation, to the marketing company that does printing in Pleasantville, and all those businesses, programs that drive attendees to events, which in 2023, between all of us and the properties, 1 million people came here to Atlantic City to attend those events. 1 million people is a lot of people.
It is.
We have programs to drive them to small businesses, local restaurants, Show Me Your Badge program, that if you show your attendee badge, at any of the 80 participating establishments, you have a benefit for being here on a conference and a participant in that. So that's just one example of how we're able to drive that 1 million people or those attendees at these events, whether they're at a property like Golden Nugget or somewhere else in Atlantic City, to the surrounding business community.
So, if anybody was wondering, I'm sure there's naysayers in the world, right?
Of course.
We have tons of them. They work for the casinos. They don't work for the casinos. They're driving track. You said Heyday Coffee. I've been to Heyday Coffee. It's a small little cute coffee shop. What is it, on New York Avenue?
It's on New York Avenue.
It's on New York Avenue. Yeah. It's a mom and pop shop. And I've been there. I actually have their card in my wallet, the punch card. I've seen who you impact. Which is phenomenal, and that sort of fits within our mission of what we're doing. We're trying to get small businesses to grow and to understand, how to grow. That's why we put resources at our events, which aligns with what you work with events. So, what are some of the things? Let's jump to that events thing. What are some of the things you mentioned? To show your badge. So what other programs do you do with events, and how does that impact the small business community?
So there's a couple things we do, but as a practice, anytime you come in, you say you plan an event in that industry, we've shifted to all community-based support, whether it's gifts, Little Water Distillery is here. We partner with all of those. So it's not just Heyday Coffee, it's charities locally. Mud Girls, we instead of buying gifts through your typical sources for attendees and people that need that, if you wanted to provide your attendee a gift, we contract a charity like Mud Girls, who took homeless women off the streets post-COVID and housed them, gave them a skill, introduced them to the art community, education, and we contract them now to provide gifts. They'll make keychains or coffee mugs. And so Heyday Coffee goes with the local made coffee mug. In that, a Little Water Distillery, and so everything local. We tie in all the sustainable farming that's in the area. And what happens with that, now you have parks and other things that introduce the local community to these same people. So that's a big step of what we try to do, as far as how do we introduce the local people and get them to understand more about what this community is really about, right, and how to spread the wealth.
Wow, that's amazing. So what happens, let's say there's people that are looking to expand their business, or they're looking to relocate and they want to come to town here, right? They want to come here. Is there any kind of advice? Should people get in, obviously we know the general rules of thumb, right? Know what you're getting into. But let's say they want to get in touch with you. Let's say they're a small business and they want to come in and they have these gifts. They have things like that. Are they getting in touch with you to
Yes, they
participate?
could, sure. We have a staff that handles that piece of it, services it's called. We're also the conduit, we're a bit of a conduit to the local community. We have a board that manages our company, and they are made up of local businesses. And then extensions of that, the Chamber of Commerce, the president of the Chamber of Commerce is on our board. The industry is on our board. Small business investment is on our board. So we try, and we're continuing to expand that because we want to be that. We want there to be a makeup on our board that drives this business everywhere. So if there's questions on that from attendees of yours and you want, they're absolutely free to contact us. It's visitAtlanticCity.com. There's a whole services section in there. You can kind of see what we're about. Eventually you'll see where this even benefits further is you're going to see that whole tourism model consolidated. So now it's not just business development, it'll be tourism development. Now that business community and the needs for that are now expanded. So that's, again, something that's in the process. So if we don't have the answer, we are the conduit and have a contact that does have the answer.
So so for the people that don't understand, can you give a definition of what tourism development is and how that impacts?
So there's a couple of ways that we do that. So we'll just talk about our focus. Our focus in Visit Atlantic City right now is purely tourism development, business development in the meetings, trade show, conference, and event business. So some of those events, we are also the Atlantic City Sports Commission. So some of those events are the U.S. Triathlon, the Offshore Powerboat Race Association that's holding their event here at Golden Nugget on June 22nd. So it's not just, it's other events. So that is the tourism piece of it. At this stage of the game is, okay, I'm going to come down and I'm going to stay at a property, because I'm an offshore powerboat fan, or I race in triathlons, or a race across America bicycle races, or youth sports. We do a whole giant number of events in the convention center in Boardwalk Hall for youth sports. So what happens is most people that come to an event like that, they have a good experience in that destination. The percentage is huge that will repeat from a leisure travel standpoint. Eventually, you have to put that leisure travel piece into this because it is all interconnected.
Right. And then all that tourism trickles down to the small businesses.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right. Yep.
All right. So we have our event coming up November. Just so we're aware, just so you're aware, you're not going to be a regular episode of our series. We're actually going to put Visit Atlantic City as a special episode that's going to air almost probably in the next few weeks for you guys, because I think we really want to get the word out about you guys sooner than later before our next season.
It's great.
So we have our event, Procurement Con, coming up. Procurement Con Atlantic City will be here at the Golden Nugget in November. And we definitely, I think, we're small business centric. Our whole brand is about small business development, small business education, helping them access federal, state, and local resources. So when I know we spoke and you said, we're not a government agency, I would almost say you're a resource because you're supporting the small
That's
business
right.
community.
Absolutely.
Right? So we would be able to say, hey guys, you need to talk to these guys at our events. You could have your QR codes up, whatever we're doing, and that's how we get that synergy. Am I mistaken?
No, that's exactly right, and that's exactly how you have to look at it, because we our partners are small business. That's what drives this business. And again, if you have a conference and you need to get people around, how do you move them around? Well, we use a local small business that provides transportation services. Just as an example, we have resources in marketing and PR and our social media team to help support all these things that come into town. So yes, everything we do touches a small business.
That's
every
awesome.
single thing. So we want to be part of that. We want development. We want people to come into the city and look at this as opportunity.
Okay, fantastic. So if people wanted to get in touch with your organization, where would they go?
Visit AtlanticCity.com.
Visit AtlanticCity.com, and then the contact information.
Contact information is all there. You can search us on any of the social media platforms, and you'll find it. We have podcasts out there, aggressive marketing, not just about the event business, but about the destination investment, things going on, new things, family things, corporate things, and those are the best spots to go for it.
Okay, fantastic. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to come visit us and speak with us, and we look forward to working with you.
My pleasure. Same here. Looking forward to working with you guys.
So November 12th, 13th, 14th at the Golden Nugget, Procurement Con Atlantic City. Don't forget to get your tickets. They will be on sale soon, and we're going to make sure you guys get access to these fine folks.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you. We're out.
Worked in the Golden Nugget?